Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to another episode of Let's Play Necromancer in Diablo II Median XL. Oh my god, the map has stayed the same, apparently. It's been roughly 2 weeks since I've last played, and you guys have dropped a lot of comments. One repeating comment from multiple people, thank you so much, is about the red apples. Apparently they are a super rare potion that drops on the ground. I physically couldn't see it, and it might have been because I was killing monsters so fast that bad things were happening. But regardless, let's get back into it. Also, a few great suggestions have been things like, why not use both of your little things here, right? Yeah, do that, right? I think that's what you got to do. I don't know what the button is to switch some things around. Also, there's a few other comments saying I should do what, like F1, F2, F3, F4, and then set my town portal to say like F1. Oh god, I'm gonna keep doing that because my brain goes, oh, the only way to get out of this menu is to hit escape, and I do apologize about that. It's been happening throughout the entire playthrough. Everyone's opinion on respec seems to be pretty much similar to mine. You know, don't abuse it, obviously. Don't respec your character every single time you want to like fight a specific boss and then respec back, and then over and over and over again, you're just respecing your character specifically for one situation. I mean, that's obviously going to be abuse. We're not going to do any of that. We're going to have some fun with the character and try out different builds that you guys suggest as we go on throughout the game. But of course, it's still a lore playthrough, and although the game has been relatively easy so far, it's still been an absolute blast digging into Diablo 2 once again with a nice new palette of paint. And, yeah. Regardless, we should grab that bow that we had, our crossbow. And I know this inventory looks terrible. By the way, you may notice it's a little bit more empty than before. And I'm actually, thankfully, able to use the little character changer, whatever it's called. I'm not sure the exact name of it. I do apologize. But it's like a thing that you can use. You download it for Median XL single player, and it lets you move things over into a shared inventory. You can share stuff between other players, or other characters that you've made. So all of my gems are in there for now. Now, they might all be lost. Who knows? I mean, that thing could glitch out or something like that, and I could lose all that stuff. But I'm trying it out. Another thing here, you see I have my Herodric Cube in my inventory. So one cool thing is, and you guys have shown me some cool things you can like put various trinkets into the Herodric Cube and all that stuff, and then get them to be a little bit more powerful. We'll try that out in the future, so I'll hold on to my amulets and rings and things like that, and we'll combine them in the Herodric Cube later. But we can buy these oils of disjunction here from Geed. He has a bunch of new items for Median XL, and if we put this in here, as well as an item with a gem inside, and we combine this, we're able to remove the gem, and we can keep the shirt, apparently, so that's even nicer. So yeah, that's about, I want to say 3,000 gold. So finally something to really spend our gold on. Yes. And obviously that probably wasn't worth it, but I just wanted to show it, because I thought that was actually pretty cool. So nothing is really set in stone in Median XL, which I definitely really like. Where was it? It was the Oil of Disjunction. It was, oh my god, now it's 9,000, so maybe it goes up the more you use it. Potentially. Potentially. I don't know. Anyway, I know enough talking your ears off. I know, I ramble on like a madman. We need a little bit more strength on our character. But yeah, for now, let's see, how is our character looking? We have no additional points. Oh, we have 5 skill points? Alright, let's drop those into strength. Sweet! Guess what? We're strong enough to hold a crossbow. Hell yeah. Alright, and then we'll switch over here. Boom, baby! Look at this thing, the Fallen Tooth Heavy Crossbow. How cool is that? And we'll put our gem in here, our Herodric Cube, which of course we're going to get another Herodric Cube in the future, right? And then a scale mail we can probably sell off. But we're going to hold on to all the amulets and rings, and we're going to combine them in the Herodric Cube and hope for the best. So yeah, sell off this scale mail. Items still tend to sell for basically nothing. But hey, here's what it is. Here's what it is, man. And then, oh, do we have any other skill trees here? We don't have any remaining points. For now, we're not actually going to respec. We're actually going to try out Flame Tail Shot, which is going to be 1 point, but it's going to give us 100% weapon damage and 1 rocket. It sounds like Demon Hunter a bit in Diablo 3. I'm excited. I'm excited to try all this stuff out, man. I'm so freaking hyped. Okay, here we go. Let's talk to Wariv. 5 minutes in already, just talking my ass off. All right, here we go. Let's go east.
We traveled east, over the mountains and into the vast deserts of broken lands. As the days passed, my companion told me of himself, that he had once been a great warrior, and that a dark and secret burden now weighed heavily upon him. We traveled for an eternity across that arid wasteland. How long? I couldn't say. And always, a dark cloud seemed to follow us just over the horizon. Finally, the journey ended. We climbed the last bridge. There below us lay our destination. The shining jewel, Lut Gholein, with a great sea beyond. We made camp that last night. Perhaps it was the warm desert wind or the sound of the ocean, but for the first time in many weeks, I slept. However, the dreams returned, but these were clearly not my own. I beheld a vision of a great man, the mage, Talrasha. You were there too, Tyrael. I remember seeing you in my dream. His brethren had cornered a great demon, Baal, Lord of Destruction, who had been set loose upon the world. They attempted to imprison the demon within a sacred stone. Yet when their attempts failed, Talrasha selflessly volunteered to contain the demon within himself, completing the prison. He instructed his brethren to bind him within a tomb, buried under the sand, there to wrestle with the demon for all eternity.
Now you know what I seek, Marius. This is my brother. Sleep now. We set out with the dawn.
The next morning, we walked over the hill toward Lut Gholein. I had no idea then of the horrors that were in store for me there.
Lut Gholein. We've made it. That was an interesting cutscene. I actually look pretty good, considering all things considered, man. When did this game come out? Like before 2000, man? 1999, I think it came out.
Good day.
Good day. Should we talk to Kane? Ooh, Farah. Anyone else? Yeah, I guess we'll talk to Kane. What up, old man?
You have quite a treasure there in that Horadric cube. According to Horadric lore, the cube can restore a Horadric star.
Oh god, he's already given us that one. I hope... Okay, if we go to quest log... No! You monsters. The Horadric staff. Search the halls of the dead under the dry hills for the cube. Search the Maggot layer under the oasis for the shaft. So we kind of got this quest early. This seems to be just, you know, par for the course. I figured this was going to happen. We would just get the quest early. We got that quest dialogue earlier in the playthrough, so that's why I skipped through it. Anyway.
I know much about the ancient religions. I was trained as a paladin of Zakarum in the Eastern Koras Temple many years ago.
Very cool, very cool. Also, wait, hold on. Why don't it unequipped all our abilities when we moved here? That's weird. We don't need sacrifices. We need enemies. I've been playing a lot of Soulstorm recently. I blame Warhammer 40k for all the best quotes. Yeah, we want to summon some skeletons. That's what we want to do. And birds. And Angel of Death, I remember that one. Parasite. and carnage. Carnage is the good one. Although right now we can't use any of those. Let's go to preferences real quick. I just want to see what the button is to switch weapons, because that would actually really help us out. Oh, it's currently set to none. Tilda is set to show belt. I say we set it to Tilda. And then show belts can be bracket key. There you go. I don't know what's a good button for it. We'll try it out for now. Okay, there we go. And then now, if we hit Tilda, there we go. Now we can quickly switch over between our two weapons. And of course, our stats change as the two weapons that you have equipped do not give you stats. Only the currently equipped weapon, which is probably a fair balancing technique.
Blessings to you. I know much about the ancient religions. I was trained as a paladin of Zakarum in the Eastern Koras Temple many years ago.
All right.
Geglash is too confident in his abilities. A warrior's true strength is in his heart.
That is good to know. And apparently we can trade with her. She has weapons. Ooh, look at all these weapons. Nice. What's our current damage? We have 4 to 22 damage, and then looks like poison over time. 13 poison over time. That's, I mean, is that only 13 damage total over time? Or who knows? Although +2 attributes to all is a pretty gnarly buff. And you guys also said blades are considered daggers, so we'll have to keep that in mind as well. I'm assuming dirks, blades, daggers, all considered the same thing. Mega impact. What the hell is mega impact? All right, nothing too crazy. I'm running across. I did rewatch some of my videos. I think I threw out some pretty good items back in the day. Oops. Oh well.
Good day.
I'm sure we'll find better stuff. Also, Atma? Interesting.
I don't expect this of you, but if you want to help me, I would be grateful. In the sewers below our city, there lurks a horrid creature that hungers for human flesh. The creature has killed many, including my son and my husband. If you destroy it, I will reward you. Please, be careful though. That beast has taken enough from us already. The sewer entrance is through the trapdoor, just up the street.
Okay, so it looks like we're gonna have to go into the sewer. Thank you, Atma.
Drognin is a very private person. He's always studying ancient scrolls and such. He may be a mystery to me forever. The creature makes its lair in the tunnels beneath the city. He butchered my husband and son. I simply cannot bear to talk about it.
This poor woman. All right, let's take a look at the quest log. So now we have find Radament's lair. So that'll be our first quest in Act 2.
Good to see you.
Let's see what the rest of the people know about this Radament's lair.
The Horadrim used to mummify their highest mages and infuse them with spells that would allow them to protect their tombs, even after death. I have no idea why one of them would be acting so malevolently. Perhaps Drognin or Farah would know more about this.
Alright, we'll ask about the Horadric Cube when we actually start looking for it. Looks like it's the second quest anyway, as we go on.
I believe that the creature you refer to is one of the ancient Horadric mummies from the tombs that lie buried beneath the desert sands. It is unusual for one of his kind to be so far away from his resting place. I sense in this entity a restless and malevolent spirit.
Good to know, lady. Okay. So, who are we looking for? Oh my god, look at this town. This town is massive.
Ah, you must be one of the new heroes who've come to rid our city of evil. Under any other circumstances, I'd be surprised to see one of your kind in this city. But lately... Oh, never mind all that. You know, I used to be quite the scoundrel in my day. I led the fiercest group of bandits who ever terrorized these sands. Nowadays, I run this here inn and pretty much stay out of trouble. My days of adventuring are behind me.
It's weird, this guy's like looking back at adventuring as like a positive thing, even though everything in Diablo so far, it's like, man, this is a needed thing. We need these people to go into the bottom of the church and rip out the demons and all that stuff. This guy's like, no, I was an adventurer and I terrorized things, and being a hero is super cool, even though in this game all the heroes from the previous are freaking either turned evil or dead. Really, really crazy difference with how this guy thinks of things.
You know, I've lost a number of body parts over the years. An eye here, a leg there.
Oh, I just noticed that, yeah.
Do you know any spells that grow them back for me? On second thought, I'll leave well enough alone.
Oh, if you look very closely, it almost looks like he has an eye patch.
I hear that the creature kills his victims in order to hack off their limbs. I guess that makes me a less likely candidate, eh?
At least he has a morbid sense of humor. Apparently you can also gamble with him, so Geed isn't here, potentially? Or is Geed here? I can't see from this distance. Also, Grease, what's up?
I bet you wonder how this town manages to stay safe with all the trouble going on out in the desert. Well, I can tell you that it's got nothing to do with the local town guards. They're all in the palace for some reason. Jaren hired me and my mercenaries to help keep the peace around here. We're not cheap, but we're the best this wasteland has to offer.
Okay, and then he has all these lovely people here. Ashab instead of Ahab. Almost Ahab. If it was Ahab, I'd probably buy it. Gotta have Ahab, man. Alright, there is the trapdoor, I think, to the sewers, but we gotta talk to everyone. This is a lore pray-through.
I've heard that you are responsible for banishing Andariel back to the burning hells. I'm impressed, stranger. That couldn't have been easy. My name is Drognan, and I know what you're up against, my friend. You ought to look over my inventory of items for trade.
I would love to do that, but first, I'd like to know more.
The Horadrim were a powerful order, although maybe too prideful. Tal Rasha was one of their order, and that should tell you something. Any man who believes himself strong enough to contain one of the prime evils is in for a rude awakening, I should think.
And tell me about the lair.
Farah and I have been talking about the creature recently. From my studies, I have deduced that it is Radamant the Fallen, an ancient Horadric mummy that has for some reason left his tomb to prey on mortals. I'm doing some more research now. If you check back later, I may have some more insight as to his nature.
Sounds good to me. What do you have for trade, my friend? Oh, he is the replacement for Geed, so he has all these things that we were talking about before. And turns out the disjunction is 10,000 from him. Great. Although I'm sure if we went back to Geed, it might be a little bit less. And nothing else too fancy. Yeah, I mean, it's all not worth a lot of money either, so that's alright. At least it looks like, you know, what it's worth. Oh, nice, there's a cool pub here. Man, it has been so long since I've played this game. I don't remember any of this. Kind of reminds me a bit of Fallout. The original.
I don't know why you people keep pestering me. Grays seems to have this place locked down nice and tight. Not that I couldn't have done the same. I've proven my valor in combat plenty of times. Jaren's been acting strange lately. I can't imagine why he would call the town guards into the palace. If there's something wrong in there, I hope he doesn't expect me to handle it. Hey, don't touch my drink, or I'll bore a hole into your skull with my thumb.
What does that have to do with Radaman's lair, other than maybe they might have some sort of crazy nonsense? Who knows? Where are we now? Mashif. Sorry, on the map it looks like Mashit, but I guess not.
Greetings. I'm Mashif, captain of this ship here. I make port runs around the Twin Seas and occasionally out to Kingsport in Westmarch. I haven't sailed anywhere lately, though. Jaren has ordered me to stay docked here in case of emergency.
Maybe he's the guy that we need to move on to Tier 3? Or Tier 3, oh my god. Into Act 3, I should say.
The Lady Farah has a proud, noble air about her. There are 2 entrances to the sewers, I believe. One of them is right near here, down by the water beneath the docks. I can see it from my ship, and you can bet I keep an eye on it every night.
Okay. I didn't know there was 2 entrances to the sewers, so that's really useful information. So where is this secondary entrance? I can't use this ladder. He says you can see it from his ship. I'm assuming... Where would it be? Unless he's really talking about like right down here. I mean, yeah, I guess so, maybe. Unless it's up here. I do not see it. He's telling lies, folks. Although he's probably telling the truth and I'm just very blind and I can't see it for the life of me. Who else do we have? We have Jern to the left. I mean, we have a bunch of these. Oh, there it is. There you go. To the series, level 1. I didn't even know about that. I know the trap door goes down to the series, right? If I'm not mistaken. I don't know what the better way to go is. Hey, there's Warov, and then there's Jern.
Greetings, honored traveler. I am Jaren, Lord of Lut Gholein, and I bid you welcome to my fair port city. I'm glad to know that once again, caravans are free to travel through the Western Pass. For some time now, we have been under siege by an evil power that I cannot identify. Strange, it all began when a dark wanderer came this way, looking for the tomb of Tal Rasha. No one knows exactly where Tal Rasha, keeper of Baal, is entombed, but it is certain to be far out in the desert. Now my people whisper tales of the dead rising from their tombs, and horrible creatures lurking amongst the moonlit dunes. Even I have witnessed things which I cannot explain. I've ordered the port closed and all trade ships moored until I am sure that my city is safe. Atma, the tavern keeper, has an important mission for you. Go see her immediately. You'll find her on the other side of town. Now I must return to the palace. I apologize, but I can't invite you in. Things are rather a mess right now.
Alright, looks like we jumped the gun, I guess, and got the quest that we were looking for, or at least we're on the right path.
Even though he was once a bandit, I permitted Elzix to take over the Desert Rain Inn. He has been quite civilized ever since.
Yeah, considering he was a bandit for, like, ever.
For trade in magic and the like, see Drognin or Lysander. Drognin is the wisest man I know, without equal in magic and ancient lore. Poor Lysander is nearly deaf, but he's a reliable potion chemist. For travel back west, see Wariv, whom you already know. Our own Farah is a fine and honest armorer, and she can heal wounds as well. Elzix is the innkeeper, and may also have some items to trade. Grays, the mercenary captain I hired to secure the gates of Lut Gholein, keeps order in town as well. There are others here too. I'm sure you'll meet most of them. Just look around.
Man, the sheer amount of NPCs in this game and the amount of dialogue, it's like such a huge step up from the original in terms of like production quality.
Now that Andariel is dead, I can return and outfit the rogues properly. Once I've made some trades here, I'll be free to head back to their monastery. Let me know if you want to travel along.
Alright, that explains why he'd be willing to go back and forth.
There used to be a lot of brothels here. I guess the trouble scared all the women away. Or maybe they're safe in Jaren's palace.
Oh god. You're saying that he brought all the women to his palace for quote-unquote safety, also known as banging?
I've heard tales of walking corpses out in the desert at night, though I've never actually seen one.
Alright, is that everyone? Oh, that's the palace right there. There you go. I didn't know that this was actually... The palace was also part of this little town. I thought it was like a little bit further out, but I guess, yeah, no, it's just right here, just chilling. These guys, yeah, they're like, don't come in!
You may not pass.
You shall not pass. Even if I try really hard. My bat got in. They don't mind if the bats go in. That's not a problem for them. Did I say Harem level 1? That's spoilers? Am I not supposed to know about Harlem? Or Harlem? Harem? Excuse me. Okay, and then we have a trapdoor, right? Where is Where is thy trapdoor? Oh wait, do we?
And learn. Farah and I have been talking about the creature recently. From my studies, I have deduced that it is Rhodamant the Fallen, an ancient Horadric mummy that has for some reason left his tomb to prey on mortals. I'm doing some more research now. If you check back later, I may have some more insight as to his nature.
I think I already talked to him about that, but I guess I wasn't paying attention. Okay, there we go. Let's go down to the sewer. I don't want to take the trapdoor. I want to take the one down here. It seems like a nicer way to go in. Sewer's level 1. Here we go. I was told this is going to be a little bit more difficult. So let's hope that we don't get murdered. What was the one we needed? All right, we're on sprint, by the way. Also, people that have said you should leave sprint, you should use sprint a bunch. In this mod, it makes your defense go down to 0. And also, look, our stamina goes to 0 very quickly. Like, it's so much quicker than vanilla, it's unreal. Like, here, okay. Let's summon my things, and I want you guys to watch this. I'm gonna tell my guy to go up here. Right? And it is gone. Like, and then having no defense means I'm going to get hit a bunch. So, the thing is, in this mod, the really nice thing is that you get movement speed on your boots. Like, tons of movement speed now. I don't know if that was a thing in vanilla. Again, I'm very unfamiliar with everything Diablo 2, really, at this point. Because it's been so long. There's been patches and weird shit going on, and who knows what, right? But yeah, like, essentially, we got all this lovely movement speed from the boots. So really, sprint is supposed to be like your get-out-of-jail-free card. And if you spam it, I feel like you're just asking for trouble. Maybe. Hey, how come you guys get skeletal mages? That's not cool. Also, I've been picking up a lot of... Did I pick up trash again? I did pick up trash again. I'm sorry, I'm trying to stop it. We gotta pick up gold. I was rewatching like episode 1 and 2, and I'm like, oh my god, why is he picking up? Yeah, why is he picking up? Past me. Past me is a completely different human being. Let's be real. I will pick up blue like jewels and stuff. Because people are saying like you should throw your amulets and rings and jewels and all this crap into your Horadric cube. So I will pick up that, and we'll grab gold items and up. That is the rule. Alright, murder all the things. Ooh, light mana potion, don't mind if I do. And I wonder, like... So, am I supposed to be upgrading all of my gems and things like that? Because I'll probably throw them back in my inventory. I was just testing out a thing where I could keep them in another, like, separate inventory just outside of the game. It's kind of weird. But, I mean, everyone has said, like, try getting Pluggy to work. But unfortunately, like, a lot of things in this mod just don't work anymore like they used to back in the day, apparently. Like, earlier we used to be able to do, like, Player 8, right? But, we can't do Player 8 anymore because it's been removed in Sigma, supposedly. I was reading on the forums, perhaps the creator has issues with Plucky or something like that. I don't know, it's all rumors, really. I mean, unless it comes from the man, the myth, the legend himself that made the mod, then you can only really take it as a rumor. Oh, then we have Lut Gholein right here. Look at that trapdoor. Perfect. Alright, yeah, but I don't know. Pluggy doesn't work really with the mod, like it does kind of, but only outside of the mod, which makes no sense to me. And yeah, sprint is different, and you can't do the player /player 8, but you do get double EXP on single player apparently now. So that makes up for it, not really. So that's why the mod is so much easier, and yeah. Anyway, we're at 30 minutes already. I can't believe it. I apologize. This episode has been mostly story, but again, it is a lore playthrough. That was the warning. Also, people asking about if we're going to do Nightmare and Hell mode, because this mod offers a ton of crap after you beat Hell mode, like a ton of story and cool things, even monsters from Diablo 3. For those people asking about that, yes, we will be doing Nightmare and Hell mode to try that stuff out. That's when probably we'll be respecking a bit more to try and fine-tune our build. Especially when we hit level 99, then we'll try and find a hard, like, strong build to go for in the end game, right? Have some fun and try all the new content, because the main content will be in Hell mode for Median XL. But for this normal playthrough, story mode focused, and we're gonna have some fun, rip and tear our way through everything, and hopefully have some fun there. Thank you so much for watching, guys, and I will talk to you guys later in the next episode. Take it easy.